Is that James Comey?
Yes. Yes. And we are now recording the May 6, 2016 Small Business Advisors. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Oh,
So we have a new person with us today. I'm not sure if he's able to speak with us, if he has a microphone or not. Hello, Devinder. Nice to meet you.
Hi, everyone.
can hear you.
Yes, we hear you.
Good, good.
Where do you live?
This is my first time, so you will excuse any errors on my part.
No problem.
We're
We're happy to help you out if you have any questions or anything in the show.
Yes.
Great.
There's a chat down below.
Right.
Yeah, I see.
James pointed out that Sunburst Software has an add-on for certified payroll.
Yes, they do.
Was that add-on to any of the premieres?
Yes.
Oh, so then she could go down from the accountant's version.
But then she would have to buy the Sunburst software and start using that and add that to the.
And there's Brandon driving again. Where are you driving?
Yeah,
now?
Brandon. And I just sent you a text. How'd you text me while driving? Texting while
He's
driving?
in one of those states they let you do that.
I was still stopped when I sent you that.
Thank you. We want to keep you safe, Brandon.
Yep.
Well, I'm headed home to get ready for a funeral visitation.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Well, we're all people that believe that the people who are gone went to heaven. So
Well, we hope so.
we certainly do. But we can't do anything about it other than love on them. So that's it. So
I wanted to ask, did anyone see Mariette's mention in Intuit?
Briefly, what does that involve?
She is considered an influential tax pro by Intuit.
Or they set up some sort of new,
Yeah, I saw it. It's great. Yeah,
is that
it's
some,
great.
is that some new group or something?
I don't think so. I don't think it's a new group per se. I think that they're just giving her some social media attention.
Yeah, I think Christine Galley was in that as well, wasn't she?
Yeah, Emily Ramonde, I believe, was in there.
Yeah.
So the regular
word that I don't know about. Like I thought I heard Yvette say, "Yeah, isn't that crank?" Like CRANK, like that was a good word. Is that slang?
What? No, I didn't say that.
What did you say?
Man, I must have said something else, but not that.
Okay, well, anyway,
All right.
I thought we might be using slang that Devinder wouldn't understand, especially if I didn't understand it. But I'm old, so who knows what I
I don't understand some of today's language either.
Yeah. Or the wicked is good. It's wicked good.
Hi, Melissa.
Hi, guys.
I want to thank you for that Excel link. That's
You're
great.
welcome. Don't you
That's
love
awesome.
them?
I'm going to start using it like today.
What's that?
We were talking about affiliate programs earlier today, and I actually just finished a paid course that I did on affiliate marketing. So there was a Excel spreadsheet that the creator of that course made for us to keep track of all the different programs that you're an affiliate for, and you're actually.
Oh my gosh.
And so yeah, I shared it with Joanne's group from this morning. So yeah, it's very helpful. I keep adding things to it and going, and then I was like, I need to go back to my old blog posts and replace all my links with my affiliate links.
Yes, you do.
Hey, make that money, people.
Yeah, that's right. We're paying all this money for, stuff. Why not?
Yes.
Exactly. Well, you're not going to get rich on affiliate commission.
Not on those type, not the little things. I mean, the bigger programs, I mean, they're in the online business world, it's a whole nother ball game. Like some of these huge programs like B School and things. I mean, there are people that make $10,000 just on being an affiliate for B School.
What's B School?
It's a big program. The creator's called Marie Forleo, and basically like it's the program to go through if you want to be an online entrepreneur.
Oh,
I didn't pay for it.
I was in a class.
I may know what's in it,
Friends.
but I didn't pay for it.
So many things out there. It's like I have such a hard time just making the time to go. There's so many interesting things, like as I was telling you guys about Mark Wickersham, his cloud pricing. I would love to always be sitting in on all those things, but it's difficult to have the time all the time to do that. Even Joanne's thing, I got to start joining Joanne's group.
Absolutely.
What time does Joanne's show start?
Okay, I'm Eastern time, remember.
Yeah.
1:30 my time.
so that's
10:30
10:30.
West Coast.
10:30.
10:30 your time.
Yeah, it's 10:30 for us West Coasters.
Is that on a Friday?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
on Friday.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
So I spend all day Friday on Hangouts. I do.
That's what's so hard is that sometimes I don't want to be sitting in front of the computer. I want to be outdoors. Because
That's why Zoom is awesome, because you grab your cell phone and
oh gosh,
or
no.
you do what Brandon does, and he
Brandon's driving
zooming
for the rest
wherever
of
the
his
heck he
life,
is.
and he's able to join us.
Can you do Zoom on a tablet, like an iPad?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's what I have it on.
I did
Wow,
disconnect from
good.
the courthouse earlier, but yeah, you can take this thing anywhere.
Yeah.
Brandon used to Zoom on Dauphin Island at the beach.
I have the ultimate mobile business
Yes, you do. Yes,
as
you
long as I have
do.
internet.
Well, we were talking about Zoom versus Hangouts too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No comparison.
No
Somewhere.
comparison. I know. I was
I
actually
love Zoom.
considering doing a Hangout again, just so I didn't forget how to do it.
No.
But yeah, I'm there at this
Get rid of
point.
it. Hit my head
Why?
against,
Why deal with all that technical difficulty if we don't have to?
I think I'd rather hit my head against the wall and do another hangout.
Yeah. You know, I was never like a huge Hangout user, but for client meetings, I use Skype all the time. And I actually paid for the Skype recorder program, so I could record sessions and things like that. And oh my gosh, I just got so frustrated. And, and I think Seth introduced most of us to Zoom.
That was Sarah.
Oh, Sarah. Okay.
Yeah,
she's
Sarah.
That's
The
scary,
nice thing about Zoom is like I use it all the time for my clients, and I don't even use it. I don't even pay for it, and it automatically tapes the sessions. It records it.
Yeah.
I mean, I went over. I thought one of them wouldn't be recorded because we went over like almost 2 hours, and it recorded it right away, and I got a copy.
Wow. Wow.
The limit is only if you have multiple people. So if you're just one-on-one, they're unlimited.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I
Yeah.
thought it was 40. I thought it was like 40 minutes for the free.
No, that's only if you have if you have a group like this. So you have
Oh.
over 40 minutes, you have a group like this. If it's just 2 people
Oh.
on a call, then you can record. I mean, I went for 2 hours yesterday reviewing a tax return with a client. So
So you mean like two
Wow.
computers as opposed to like 3 different computers, like,
yeah.
like 2 people on one computer. Like I use it for my clients where I will do a recorded session with them. That way they've got something to refer to. And I find that I just upload it to Dropbox because it's too big a file to email.
Got it.
Absolutely. Now, do you have the paid version, Dennis?
Yeah, I get the paid version.
It's so cheap anyway.
Yeah, it's like $15 a month. So
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just bought yearly and was done with it.
yeah.
You bought Zoom yearly, Gina?
Yes.
How much did you pay for the year?
It was about $150.
Very reasonable.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's
I think I just did that like 2 weeks ago. And it's so cool too, because as soon as you upgrade, like immediately I get this email from their customer service team and like, hey, I want to meet with you and make sure you know how to use the program. Do you have questions? Like, I mean, they're just such a great company.
Yeah.
And do you know how they started? Have you heard the history how they started?
No.
I think the man's Japanese, and he traveled a lot to the U.S. And he wanted to communicate with his wife and his children.
Aw.
So he designed this platform, and that's how it started.
Well,
Now
he did an excellent job.
And I think now they're based in San Francisco, Zoom.
They have
okay.
offices in San Jose, Denver, and somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was really interesting. I saw an interview with him on, I think I stumbled on it on Zoom, and I was really impressed. And you know, the nice thing about this Zoom, it's so user-friendly. I love it.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I can figure it out. And just the recording part, I mean, all you have to say, ask you if you want it to record, and it records. That's it. You don't have to do anything special.
Yeah, not only just these kind of hangouts. Brandon and I did a recorded Zoom when he showed me how to navigate the QuickBase for the IRP. So I don't have to ask Brandon those questions anymore. I can go back and look at my video.
Wow.
Brandon doesn't mind. Brandon would do it all over again for you, Gina.
Oh, thank you.
So how does it work on an iPhone or an Android? I mean, what is it basically the same functionality? Does it look different, or is it?
I don't think you get, well, every device is different. Let's just say that. I have not used it on my phone.
Android.
I've used it on my tablet, and I was not able to chat.
Okay.
I can chat on my tablet, but I just have to, it kind of covers everybody.
Yeah, it kind of like flips around. It's a little fun. Like I've done it before from my iPhone 5. So, I mean, that was small, but it worked.
So were there any other features that you didn't get on your iPhone?
I mean, I don't think you can like share your screen when you're viewing on an iPhone.
I can share content
on
my iPad.
Oh yeah, on the iPad. I don't know. I've done it. I know I've done it from my iPhone. I haven't tested it on my Android tablet yet.
I'm on my Android phone too. See?
You're on
So you're on the phone now?
Yes, on two of them.
Oh, she joined. There's double Linda. She has a twin.
Oh, we lost Devinder? No, we
No,
didn't.
he's there.
No, I'm there. I'm here.
Now there's more people, so you shifted all our faces over.
Yeah, you just moved him.
To show you I could go on my Android. When you sent your invitation out, Gina, it came to my Android, so I do want to leave. I have to confess, I Googled Devinder Khanna. He lives in Alexandria, Virginia, and he is the president at the Conservation and Preservation Charities of America. And he's also with the America Parks Online and Accounting Heritage Group and lots of other things. So
Wow.
But I wanted to ask you, Devinder, thank you for joining us. How did you find us?
On the Facebook, I have a group called Accounting Heritage Group. I think some of you might be a member of it.
I am.
And I also have America's Parks Online, similar group, where I promote national parks in the U.S. And I think Gina sent an invite, and so I wanted to just join and see whether I can learn something or contribute something in the process.
So are you an accountant too?
Yeah, I am an accountant, and I worked for national parks for 21 years, and then I got out and started, and I was the CFO there. And then I started my own LLC, Accounting Heritage Group, got certification on the QuickBooks Pro Advisor, and I have most of the clients are on QuickBooks, either desktop or QuickBooks Online. And then I use the bill.com also is a very good program, which application I use. Recommend to, and then payroll and all of those I deal with for my clients.
Got it.
Devinder, I see you like all over LinkedIn. That's like, you're like the LinkedIn kid account.
Yeah. You know, I had made so many contacts with superintendents of the parks, and over 21 years, got to visit all of the national parks.
Oh, that's so awesome.
I set up their website, and then when I got out, I said, how do I keep in touch with all of their contacts? So then I created these groups, America's Parks Online, which helps me stay in touch with everyone.
Nice.
Now,
Nice.
Javinder, one more question. You
Yes.
said you visited every national park. Did you really visit Channel Islands National Park off the coast of Southern California?
No,
That's one that you have to take a boat to get to. Most people don't even know it's there.
I stand corrected.
I think you have an awesome job. You get to hang out at the parks and get paid for it.
Yeah. Every year we had our board meeting where I presented the budget when I was the CFO. So that meeting was held in different parks every year. So
Oh, nice.
yeah, I got to go to Denali, Alaska, and Yosemite and Grand Canyon and all the major national parks,
Wow, that is so awesome.
even some smaller ones also.
Is the one at Manassas, the Civil War battlefield, is that considered a national park?
Yes, yeah.
I was there about 30 years ago. That was really interesting, walking the battlefields.
Yeah, there are so many fans who, worked so hard to protect that property.
The thing I felt kind of jarring was there was a road going right by it. You know, these cars, speeding by. It was like kind of a.
Yeah. So it's good to be, face to face with all the, like Melissa said, she sees me all over LinkedIn.
Lavender, I sent you a little message through the chat because I want to get your email address so I could connect with you on LinkedIn.
Sure. It's,
you could put it on the chat here on Zoom. Do you see it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I see it. I can send to everyone so they'll have. For the LinkedIn, there is a different email address I use, but that's the one you can use.
We'll connect with you on LinkedIn and wherever we find you.
Okay, wonderful. That's great. How is your experience with Bill.com? Do you have clients using it?
I love Bill.com.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to connecting HubDoc to Bill.com.
HubDoc, okay.
HubDoc. We just had a demo about HubDoc. HubDoc goes out and fetches all your documents for you.
Okay.
I really like the statements from the banks. I mean, that way you're not waiting on your clients forever.
Yeah.
So the information just comes to you every month when you need it. Well, it comes to you regardless, and you access it whenever you need it. There is no waiting for it, waiting for stuff to get done, and I'm really liking that. I'm liking that they scrape the information. They'll take a PDF and read the information from there, meaning the company name, address, if it's a bill, you'll have the bill date, the bill number. So, yeah, I'm liking that.
That's great. Yeah. Yeah, Bill.com, we try to make more vendors on ePay so that it's less money float, and also it gets to their bank account much quicker and reliable than the checks, because checks get lost in the mail.
Yes, and the fact that you don't have to buy them, write them, put them in the envelope, drive to the post office, and buy stamps too.
Yeah. And they charge $1.49 for the checks and 49 cents for the ePay.
Right.
It's also very good for fraud control.
Yes. And you don't have to pay for stop payment. You know, if you avoid a check, they bear the cost.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's nice to know.
Yeah.
I haven't had that fun experience yet, so.
Yeah. And when you void, the money can go back to your bank, but you have to wait several weeks or months. I think 3 months or something.
Oh, that's a long time.
Yeah, you can void it anytime, but it automatically voids and sends the money back to your bank a certain period they have for each.
Right.
If
Goes
it's,
around the world a couple times before
Yeah.
it gets to your bank.
if the check is not cashed, yeah.
Nice. Nice.
You see where it looks like Expensify has some sort of meeting going on in Hawaii. Is that right? Looks
Yeah,
like
none of us were invited.
I saw. I assume that's why there was no hangout this morning. I'm assuming there's no hangout.
Yeah, I didn't know Seth was going to be there either. I knew Sarah was there.
Yeah,
Oh,
even
Sarah's
there? I didn't know Sarah was there. Seth
Yeah.
mentioned something about it maybe a month or two ago, I think.
Okay.
Can you get a free, if you're an accountant, can you get like a free Expensify account for yourself? Or
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, like the basic Expensify is free anyways.
is it?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a client on Expensify. I still can't get the hang of it yet. I got to call somebody to show me how to work it.
And don't even get Misha started.
Oh yeah.
It looks like Expensify also is integrated with T-Sheets.
Oh,
I
okay.
have no idea.
Yeah, I saw. Yeah, I was watching. I guess it was Twitter or the Twitter. They had a hat. You know what do they call them? Those hashtags. And,
Right.
yeah, and they had the president of Expensify was there.
Nice.
So.
Nice.
So do you use T-sheets? I hear a lot about them, but I haven't been exposed to them, and I wanted to.
Did you ever look at Seth? You know who Seth David is, right?
Pardon?
Do you know who Seth David is?
Seth David, yes.
Yeah, he has a lot of videos on T-Sheets, doesn't he?
Okay.
I
Yeah.
know he's up there a lot too, so he's got to be up there pretty high, maybe on the board.
He's like one of their top affiliates. Like
Yeah.
I think he won first place when at whatever conference they gave out an award
ago.
at.
He's got the energy of 3 people.
He was a speaker at the SleaterCon for T-Sheets last
Yeah,
year.
he won $10,000 from him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that too. So we have a couple e-payment questions. James is asking about e-payment and Joanne is asking about bill and pay. Does anybody have experience with either?
I use Bill and Pay, and I'm a reseller for Bill and Pay.
What? Brandon be a reseller? No.
Do you like it, Brandon? I mean, does it work seamlessly with QuickBooks?
It does, and I actually use e-invoicing through Intuit as well, but what I like about it is it's not near as fragile as the e-invoicing. So the synchronization between Intuit and the Sync Manager, I'm not talking about the Sync Manager that's going away, but the memorized transactions. If you do recurring payments in QuickBooks, it breaks periodically for no apparent reason. Talk to an engineer, and they said it's just fragile. It just happens sometimes. What I really like about there's 2 things that I really like about Bill and Pay, and one is it's not that fragile. It doesn't break. And number 2 is if you want to synchronize it with your website, you can have a place you can let them log in and pay their own invoices, and they can see a record of the last 3 years of every bill that they paid with you.
Nice.
And you can automate it. You can do recurring payments. You can also do recurring recurring ACH, which you cannot do with Intuit. Intuit will not let you do recurring ACH. They will let you do recurring credit cards. But not
Okay.
ACH.
I have my Bill.com set up for my reoccurring clients that pay me monthly. And I had them set up for ACH. So Bill.com allows you to do ACH also.
Recurring.
Reoccurring, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Automatically. You just get an email notice when the invoice is created and then when it's paid. So if the invoice is created today, it'll be paid tomorrow, or whatever, you can give it whatever dates you want. You could say create the invoice today and pay it in 10 days if you want.
Gina, how much does that cost then, the recurring ACH?
It's going to be that 49 cents. Oh, no. The reoccurring ACH for invoicing is free.
Oh.
You don't pay for that. You don't pay for the accounts receivable side.
Oh.
You pay if you're paying bills.
Oh, that's very cool. See, the bill and pay, it's $16.95 a month for the service, and then it's 50 cents per ACH.
Right.
Otherwise, you can also hook into your merchant service and run that through there as well. But it is 50 cents, just like it is with Intuit.
What's the difference between bill and pay and bill.com? Is bill.com more comprehensive, or?
Yeah, I think bill.com is more comprehensive than bill and pay. Bill and pay is just for receiving. A lot of people use it to automate a lot of their processes from their website. It's not really an accounts. I mean, it's, I guess, accounts receivable. But from what I've seen, I've not looked at bill.com in a while, but it looks more comprehensive than bill and pay.
Because I know on bill.com you can project cash flow and that kind of thing if you got both receivables and payables going.
Well, you're supposed to be able to. I have not seen a program that does that really very pretty.
Yes.
They do have a dashboard that you can project your cash flow. But if you have a bill that's due, we'll say tomorrow, and you don't pay it tomorrow, then it goes off of your cash flow.
Oh.
So there are little things that need to be fixed in it. I tried using it. I've been looking for a cash flow, I guess, program for my clients for a while, something simple for them to use and maintain. And I really thought that the dashboard on bill.com would be it. But like I said, there's little things that make it not really working as well as I'd like it to. But the simple way that they have it on the calendar, you get a calendar view. It'll tell you your daily balance, and it'll tell you plus these invoices that are due in today minus these bills that are due today, and that gives you a cash flow of XXX, and you can project it out. But you have to use bill.com in a certain way too.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to bring the bills in as soon as you get them and make sure that the due dates are correct.
Right.
And you also want to put them on ePay. It'll work better if they are on ePay. Then we'll say like a Comcast bill that is in the bill.com system. So when Comcast bills come in, you put the date of the bill, and then we'll say it's due in 15 days. You put that due date and you schedule it to be paid in 15 days. You don't pay it now. So when you have it scheduled, that cash flow calendar works a lot better. But it all depends on the whole system that you're using.
Did you see Joanne's question in the chat about bill.com?
What did she say? I'm sorry.
It just popped up.
Yeah, it says a question, bill.com is free for the ACH, or do you have to sign up for payable side in order to get the AR for free?
I don't know the answer to that.
Hold on.
Yeah, I don't know the answer either because I have only used accounts payable so far.
No, you have to, as far as I know, so I have one big client in bill.com, and we use it because they're an agency, so they have a ton of subcontractors. So we have all the subs submit their bills through bill.com and then pay them with the ACH. But as far as I know, there's an AR subscription and an AP subscription, and you have to pay for either one or both. So they only pay for the AP side because we're just paying people. We're not, having people send us, or we're not like doing other stuff with it. So yeah, we pay for one side, and it's 50 cents per payment that we send out. Every time we pay a bill, it's 50 cents for that transaction.
Right, for the ACH. Now, the AR, I did not have to pay extra. I had the AP set up, and then I turned on my AR because I wanted to do the reoccurring bills and ACH. And I just went through the approval process the same way I did for the AP, but I don't pay any extra.
Yeah,
AR.
I don't.
the accountants pay the council fee, which is a monthly fee, and then that includes all of the modules. I think you could use any of those, but you pay per transaction. So you have to sign up.
Pay the bills, yes, but for the invoicing, I don't believe that I'm paying per transaction for the accounts receivable side.
Okay.
So Joanne is saying, but do you pay the fee? Oh, got you. We'll try bill and pay for $15 a month. So there you go, Brandon. You're a reseller, right? So Brandon and Joanne, yeah, but I think you guys know each other, right? Joanne, I think you're a
Joanne's
reseller.
already on Brandon's team.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. So what else would we like to talk about? We were talking a little bit about
Anybody using Xero cloud-based?
I use it for my books.
Okay, for your own books.
Yeah,
Okay.
I found it a little more stable than QBO, or at least when I signed up for it. I'm not that crazy about their reports. I don't think they're as good as QBOs. They keep promising new reports, but I haven't seen them yet.
Yvette, you're using Xero. Do you still have clients on Xero?
I have very few now on it, I'm gonna admit. Just some of them have dropped them, but and I haven't been pushing it. I'm gonna rethink it again. Try it out again. They're reporting, like Dennis says, very different than it is on QuickBooks online version.
Yeah, it's hard for me to find, a simple report what my customers paid me. I've had to go through these gyrations to, get, what I billed them and that. Whereas QBO, seem like I can get it. But QBO to me isn't as stable as Xero. I don't really have the problems I do with Xero that I have with QBO in terms of things not working quite right. But I haven't reconciled my bank in a couple of months, so that's kind of an after-tax season thing. So
I'm supposed to be.
I don't think I've done much of my accounting since.
I usually do my own accounting about once or twice a year.
Yeah. That's what happens when you do taxes.
Yeah, I don't get paid from doing my own accounting, so it's like low on the priority.
Dennis, did they give you free for yourself, or because
I don't pay for it. Yeah, I got a partner edition, and I know some people are really successful with it, but they specialize. I don't do that much bookkeeping, and it takes a while. I mean, the bank reconciliation is a little bit different than QBO. They're similar, but Xero is, from what I've seen, QBO is kind of like a combination of Xero and the old reconciling, whereas Xero, where you have, like the old tradition where you have like the check off and match, whereas Xero, you're kind of reconciling as you go along.
I don't really consider Xero as a real reconciliation. In my opinion, they download the transactions from the bank, and the reconciliation is, have you gotten all of those? If you get duplicate downloads, it really does not catch that. I don't think.
Well, you have to. Like the bank stuff that pulls in, unless you have rules set up, it doesn't automatically add that. You have to match it to you either have to create something as you go through, or you have to match it to something that already exists in Xero. I just switched over to Xero this year to test it out because I'm trying to, I'm like the mini, like I have all these mini clients that are mostly like do-it-yourselfers. And so I'm trying to find the good solutions for when they graduated from the free stuff. Okay, like should I be putting you on Simple Start? Should I be putting you on like Xero Cashbook? Like what should I be graduating you to? So that's why I've been messing around with Xero, and I like a lot of it, but it's funny because, last year was like my year of really good diving deep and learning QuickBooks Online. So now I know QuickBooks Online a lot better than I did. And now I'm trying to learn Xero, and it's so different that I'm like, oh, my brain hurts.
Well, I found listening to their webinars, they have kind of odd pronunciations of certain things too.
Well, they started in New Zealand.
Yeah, I know.
And New Zealand doesn't use checks like the US.
It's very different. I had a hard time getting used to it. What really did it too for me was when my client had like over 300 duplicate entries. The bank feed was putting them in double and trying to get that stuff out. And that's before they had find and recode. Okay. They didn't have it. And then the customers, I hate to say it, their customer support wasn't the greatest. At least with Intuit support, you can actually call and talk to someone.
Yeah.
Because what they tell you at Xero, if you call your rep, okay, your rep will find somebody that will help you, or they'll refer you to, their help desk through their website. You send out a ticket. And if you're lucky, you'll get some kind of response sometime during the day or the next day. But when I had a crisis, and I did not like that. I'm so used to that, at least in Intuit, I could call, their number, and they walked me through it. They helped me, they log in with me, and they would find a solution.
I had an experience with a client who was thinking about going to Xero, and he tried to set up, and he was having problems, and he would say, they wouldn't respond to it, or they would just send, here's the instructions. There wasn't a lot of support, and then I tried to get a hold, and they never responded to me, and then I didn't know who my rep was. It just seems to me they're kind of falling down on their support a little bit from what I've seen. But like I said, I've been so focused on tax, I haven't really, sat back and said, Jesus is,
I want to look at Sage 1 for those small clients, Melissa.
Yeah,
I looked at that one like 2 years ago when I was first like jumping into this whole cloud world.
Well, they are actually coming and demoing June 10th.
I like them. Seth David, he introduced me to that. He gave me a little tutorial once on Sage 1, and I loved it. I started, playing around with it. It was so user-friendly, and it's just their platform is really nice.
And it's way cheaper than either Xero or QBO.
Yeah, I mean, I find all these like funky little ones now. Like a client just popped one to me today on Skype and was like, hey, have you heard of Zip Books? And I'm like, okay. I'll play with that. Sure. I mean, she's on FreshBooks right now, and it does not do what she needs it to do. So it's time to.
The other thing I like about QBO is, their wholesale billing 50%.
Oh yeah.
Which doesn't you don't get that kind of pricing anywhere, right?
Except Amazon.
Amazon or QBO you can get on Amazon.
Well, I guess no, QBD you can get on Amazon for the same price practically.
Yep.
So we have actually, while I'm talking about that, we're going to have 2 demos in June, none in May. Originally, we were going to have QBox in May, but they pushed it back to the end of June. So June 10th, we have Sage 1, and June 24th, we have QBox coming back. So QBox, we'll be talking about like Word documents that you can share. You can share not only QuickBooks files, but you can share Word and Excel and other types of files too. So we'll be talking about that on the demo. And I believe they've done some upgrading in the background. The sync happens quicker now. I don't know if anyone's noticed that, but that's something new that's come out. So we'll be talking about that also.
Hey, Melissa, did you
Mhm.
say you were using Skype?
Oh, well, I have a client that still Skypes me.
Well, I found I have a client, he's in Shanghai, China,
Oh,
and
wow.
that's how we communicate, really.
Yeah.
And the internet in mainland China is kind of leaves a lot to be desired. But anyway, he uploaded a document to Skype, and I didn't know you could even do that.
Yeah, they've added a lot of things to Skype. The problem is, it's super unstable.
Well, I didn't know how secure it was either. I mean, because he uploaded his tax return. I'm thinking, my God, what are you doing?
Oh, geez. Don't you use
No, it's like his,
tax online? Couldn't you send him a request and send it that way? I mean,
well, I have a portal that I tried to get him to use, but he's having a hard time connecting to it. I have CPA Site Solutions for my portal, and for the most part, I use it. I don't really want to get dependent on Intuit for my portal because I don't know if
You never know when you're going to lose it.
Well, yeah, you never know what they're going to start charging you extra, or if they're going to decide that it's not such a great idea, or whatever. They have a way of changing their mind when they put out products, and then they kind of pull the rug out from under you. So I've been kind of reluctant to have all my, eggs in one basket, so to speak, with Intuit. I don't want to get too dependent on them.
I use TeamViewer a lot for sharing, taking control of the computer back and forth.
Yeah.
You could have you could switch sides also with the one click.
you can do that with Zoom now.
Right.
Yeah.
A lot of people that did use TeamViewer or Join.me have now moved over to Zoom.
Yeah, I got rid of Join.
One of them.
Yeah, I got rid of Join.me. The thing that really kind of honked me off was that I got a year subscription, and they wouldn't refund the unused portion of it. So I
went to the competitor.
Well, I found that Zoom, it seemed to work, or Join.me seemed to work really well, and then all of a sudden it got kind of complicated, and it didn't work as well.
It was real easy for a while, and then they improved things, and all of a sudden you didn't know how to do anything.
Yeah, it got real confusing. You had to, my clients couldn't connect, and so I thought, forget this. I'm just going to.
Zoom, all you have to do is email the link, and they're on.
Yeah, I figure
That's what I love about it.
If I can use it, it can't be that hard. It's like.
How much does it cost?
Zoom?
Well, there's a free version, and then there's a $15. It depends if you buy a yearly plan, you get a discount. Monthly, it's like $15 a month.
Okay.
Yeah. I use it, Zavender, and I don't pay for it. And I use it with my clients, and it works great. It even records it.
Okay. Yeah, I'll try that. That's good information.
Yeah, I find that the clarity of the video is a lot better than, say, the Hangouts were kind of.
Oh, yeah. Well, even Skype and even Join.me at times got a little bit funky.
Mm-hmm.
So, and Joanne is saying, log me in is getting too expensive. $129 per year.
Yeah, I think I canceled mine.
Well, let me ask a question. If that's too expensive, I'm using Citrix Go to Assist. I get up to 100, I think, unattended remote access clients. I probably use about half of them, but that's what I use that for, is unattended remote access. So I can log into my client's computers anytime I need to. No, you don't get unattended remote access in Zoom. So I'm using Zoom and Citrix Go to Assist. But it's like over $400 for the Go to Assist per year.
And Joanne is asking how much? How much it costs for Citrix?
Yeah, over $400 per year.
Wow.
But that's different. Unassisted remote access is pretty big.
Yeah, it's definitely big. It's different. I mean, it's
Well, I found with like Log Me In, if I told my client just to leave his computer on, I could get into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think when I was talking to the Zoom rep, he said that they basically just added a element to Zoom of like remote login. But I don't know if you can do it like unattended like you can with something like Log Me In or Go to My PC. I know I use Go to My PC for a little while because I found it more stable than Log Me In. But again, those kind of things are expensive.
Right. We had Larry for a second there, and we lost Linda.
Linda just Facebooked me. She said her internet's being weird.
Oh,
So
I hope it comes back for her.
yeah. I don't know. It's all like thunder showery here, so who knows? Maybe she's got lightning over her house or something.
Yeah, it could be anywhere in the United States that it's happening.
Well, I think Joanne said, I think there still is a remote desktop with Chrome, isn't there? I think there's an extension.
Yeah, I haven't used that in a really, really long time. That was an app that I used personally myself. If I would take, when I have my desktop at home that I use for everything, that's kind of like my server, although it really isn't a server, but I connect my laptop to that, and I would use the Chrome remote access to do that. So my laptop that I take anywhere, I put no information on it. Everything that I use on my laptop is cloud or browser based.
Is that the Chromebook?
No, a regular Dell. Chromebook does not do Zoom.
Yeah, I know.
And Chromebook isn't as easy to do using the remote desktop as like a Dell would be.
Yeah.
No, you have to use the Chrome remote viewer, which is like an app built into Chrome.
Okay, maybe I don't have that app downloaded.
I downloaded it because I was trying to figure out ways to use my tablet to get to my PC if I needed to just like pull something up really quick, especially to get to my tax computer when I need to like look at a tax return and I'm out and about, whatever. But yeah, so it's funky. I don't really like it that much, but it works if you need it to.
I found a Chrome extension I really like. It's called Page Marker because I like to tick things on paper, but I've kind of transferred to the screen anyway. There is a thing called Page Marker where I can make tick marks on the screen, and so I will have like my PDF copy. I have a thing called Tick Calculate where I can make tick marks on Adobe.
Okay.
And then so I'm ticking on my source documents on Adobe, and then I can make tick marks on my ITO screen while I'm doing that.
While you're going down and taking off things.
It doesn't last, but I mean when you escape it'll go away, but it's nice that I can be able to do check marks on both, kind of old fashioned, I guess, but that's the way I like to.
You still use Ruler? I know you told me, you turned me on to Ruler at one time too.
Well, there's a built-in ruler into Tick Calculate that I use.
Okay. The cute little app that you put on top of your PDF and looks like a ruler so you can go down item by item.
Yeah.
As you're doing like the bank reconciliation, checking off items.
Exactly.
Got to have two screens.
Yep.
So Joanne, you're here with us. What's happening?
Nothing. I was eating stuff, so it was hard for me to. I was stuffing my face
with fish.
With my fish, yes, you got it.
Friday fish day.
Yeah.
Nice.
What kind of fish do you eat?
Just fresh haddock. Fresh haddock.
You ever been to Seattle? We got tons of fish out here: salmon, halibut.
No.
There's a famous Pike Place market where they throw fish. If you ever watch like Sunday Night Football when they play in Seattle, they always have somebody at the the camera at the market showing people throwing fish around.
Oh yeah. That's too funny.
Well, one last subject before we end today. I just wanted to let anybody know that using QBO and the automatic reports, is anybody using that feature?
No.
No?
The ones that
Automatic
automatically get
reports.
emailed out every week?
Well, whatever time
Yeah,
period.
whatever you said. I do it with one employee. Email him his timesheet to have him check it because he's special.
I have a couple clients that I have reports set up to go out every month. Check it. It seems to be breaking at the moment. And actually,
Okay.
Woody Adams was the one that had mentioned that. I went in and looked at my client that I have set up for automatic reports, and his broke too. So
Oh.
go in and check and make sure that the reports are actually going out. The report is still there for me, but it just was not automatically emailed like it's supposed to. So if you have any clients set up like that, go in and check.
Gotcha. I'll check them.
And the solution is to delete the report and recreate it if it's not going out. So
That makes sense.
mine are standard. I do have one custom that's going to be a little difficult for me, but you know, it is what it is. I'm glad that I found out now before the client saying, hey, where's those reports? But it's kind of disappointing that the client didn't say that too. That means they don't care and they're not looking.
Try to look at them. It gets filed.
Right.
I'm sorry I'm late. And it's probably already been discussed, but I was wondering how Linda made out with her new special project.
Linda,
Oh, yeah.
Because, well, this is my personal injury attorney whose client complained to the state.
we lost
We
her.
lost Linda.
So
On suspense till
It was
next
just
week.
getting good.
It was just getting good. Story was just getting good.
we'll have to wait until next week. I want Linda to talk about it.
I was Brandon Starr this week.
All right.
Ooh.
And
Yeah,
how were you, Brandon?
a rock star. She kept everybody hopping all Sunday long.
Oh,
Yeah,
Saturday and Sunday. I hear
Saturday and Sunday. Yes.
Intuit almost shut down their servers. I placed so many orders.
Really? How'd you do that, Joanne?
How many was it? 49 of them?
Oh my.
Yeah, something like that. QBO before the price went up.
Boom.
You set up 49?
I sold 49 subscriptions to QuickBooks Online.
Oh my God, girlfriend.
Really, Joanne? How'd you do that?
It's a secret. It's a secret. Let's just say there's a bunch of people that need my help. That need to go. Let's put it that way.
You were one shot at 50.
I know, I tried. Actually, it was 46, and then I think I did 2 of them the other day. So there's actually the orders are still coming in because they still need the software. They just couldn't get to it that weekend.
Right.
So we're actually still standing up. So Brandon, there's probably going to be about 10 more.
Hey, bring them on.
I
Bring
know,
'em.
you're like, you don't care. We are going to be working to talk to them about coming up with their second option for credit card processing, and we're going to try to get them on QB payments. So,
How much did the pricing go for QBO?
I don't have that information.
it was so Essentials was $12.99 wholesale. I don't know what the retail is because I just know what wholesale is. Wholesale is now $17.55.
Okay.
And the plus was $19.95, I think, and
That sounds right.
and it's $26 now.
So it went up $5 a month.
Yeah, it went up. Yeah.
That's the IRP pricing, right?
Right. Yeah. The IRP. That's all I know is the IRP. I don't know what the. I
They
never
get
sell it
the
at retail. I always sell it at my price.
Linda, are you with us? Do you want to talk about your client now?
Right. My internet connection is unstable. I'm not sure why. It keeps dumping me. But basically,
Oh. Oh.
I don't think the internet wants to.
See, I'm going in and out.
We'll
There
have to
she is.
save
Oh,
this
she's
till
back.
next
Okay.
week. We're about out of time, but
I know. So,
anticipation.
Larry, you're in Long Island. Call me.
We're in suspense. That's a darn internet.
I know, right?
I think it's working now.
It's raining in Southern California.
Oh. Sing it.
It's never rained in Southern California.
Yeah, so you never know. Everything goes out when it rains.
Yeah.
The guy didn't have to do the work because I noticed that he had paper documents that I thought would work with the state bar, and I suggested that he show them to the attorney that he had hired and ask that attorney if those paper documents wouldn't work. And he kind of made a little bit of fun of me not knowing what the state bar needed, and he said, I need an accountant that knows exactly what the state bar needs. He wasn't snotty about it. He was very polite, but I thought, boy, it's a good thing I'm a person of integrity, because I didn't have to tell him that his paper documents had what the state bar needed. And they may end up coming back to him because some things are missing off his paper documents. But we'll see. I worked very well with his wife. His wife enjoyed me. I was paid for the time I was there. I made $400 Monday. So he got to send all his paperwork off to the state bar on Tuesday. So he got his money's worth. So
awesome.
Always good.
All is good. And he may come back when he decides, oh, well, maybe we do need. They're on QuickBooks 2010 Pro. Sad.
And an audit did not convince him to upgrade his bookkeeping at all. Why should he? He has his wife who's diligent.
Yeah. And not only that, but the other advice I gave to the wife is when they're all finished with the personal injury thing and everything's all done, they actually send the file back to the client. And I said, and they have a cover sheet that shows everything. I said, make a copy of the cover sheet and keep a copy of that cover sheet when you send the file back to the client. You'll need that. I understand this is the first client in 40 years that's ever complained, but you know what? Life is different today than it was 40 years ago.
Ain't that a fact?
A husband with a lot of integrity, but the people today don't understand what that is. So she complained because part of her settlement was sent to Medicaid. And in California, that's for poor people. So in other words, her Medicaid paid for some of her medical bills as a result of this personal injury accident, and Medicaid, the government, had to get their money back. So
okay.
She thought that was terrible. Oh my God, that's awful.
Well, it's not the lawyer's fault at all.
It wasn't.
Not a thing you can do about that.
Yeah. So anyway, it's all good. I'm happy. I behaved very well. I didn't tell the man what I thought.
Good plan. Good plan.
I was good. I'm never looking for business short term. I'm always looking for business long term. So.
Right.
Yep.
Well, as long as you're doing what you think is right in the situation, it'll always come out right.
Right. And I sleep well at night, that you can't put a price on that. So
Absolutely.
yeah. So who here is going to Scaling New Heights?
I will be there.
Brandon,
Are you going, Brandon?
I will be there, yes.
Oh, wow. I would love to go, but
As a matter of fact, I won one of the contests from Scaling New Heights. I'm going to go walk with the sharks.
You're gonna walk with the sharks?
We'll pray for you that you don't get eaten.
Congrats, Brandon.
Well, you and Joanne are in an exclusive club.
What is that?
The sharks.
Oh, yeah. Mine was virtual reality, though. Mine wasn't real.
Oh.
Hey, Brandon, are you going with your wife or are you going alone?
The wife and all the kids are going, yes.
Wow, that's awesome.
Wonderful. Yes.
Going to the Bahamas, right? Is that where it's at, the Bahamas?
That's
Nassau.
correct.
Yep.
So you
It's
have to
very
take the wife and
expensive
kids.
to fly from
I have a choice. You know that.
Amy said, you're going to the Bahamas, so am I. And we're bringing the kids too.
That's
That's
right.
why we're going to stay one extra day, and we're all going to go swim with the dolphins and just enjoy a day out there without classes.
Oh,
Good
okay.
idea.
That's good.
Good idea.
Awesome.
Then you're not rushed getting onto the plane coming back
I
home.
wish I could go. Wow.
Well, I'm trying to do both QuickBooks Connect and Sleater, so I'm looking them both. So we'll see. They're closer. They're on the West Coast. So
Right.
Connect is definitely a don't miss, even though I missed it this past year, but I won't miss another one.
I'm going to QB Connect.
I'm going to QB Connect.
I'll be there.
I have made a vow.
Party at the Ramada. That's where all the cool
That's
people
right.
are. It's kind of in the slums, but we have a good time.
Awesome.
I put that down. I'm staying at the Ramada too.
The
So
slum Ramada.
There you go.
It's $105 a night. Can't beat it.
It is Team Brandon, right, Joanne?
Hashtag Team Brandon.
Wow, so the Scaling New Heights,
It's made up.
I can't wait to hear all about Scaling New Heights. It's going to be.
oh, didn't you read the email? They're going to stream it live.
Yeah, I got it.
Oh, I didn't get that.
I'm a member, so I get all that stuff too. So
I'll be doing Zoom Hangouts while I'm there, so I'll make sure to include everybody in on it, and we'll see what we can do about just having a get-together while I'm there and sharing what information I've learned.
Oh, awesome. That is
that's
totally awesome.
hey, Brandon, do they have classes there too? I mean, like, do they have hands-on with the computer and everything, and at Scaling New Heights?
I think so.
Yeah.
Some of the classes are hands-on. You can always take your laptops in there. Probably some of the Q-Bar will be hands-on.
Yes.
So, yeah, you're welcome to take your laptops and tablets in there and use them. But I don't think I've ever seen an actual lab. Now, we did have hands-on, but it wasn't part of Scaling New Heights when I went to Rebel training. That was hands-on. But that was not, like I said, that wasn't part of Scaling New Heights either. So
Now the important thing is, will they have the Goo Goo Dolls there? Because that was the best part of QuickBooks Connect. Forget about Oprah. It was the Goo Goo Dolls.
Google Doll. Okay. I went to a QuickBooks conference in San Diego, and I believe it was around 2007 or 2008. And it was in San Diego, and they had 2 or 3 classes that they did have a lab set up. There was a computer at every desk, and everybody, I think every 2 people got to share one computer. It was pretty amazing.
They did that at QuickBooks. At QuickBooks Connect, they had the lab set up for the people who wanted to take their actual certifications.
Yes.
And I was just like, I do not want to spend a conference taking a freaking certification.
right?
Right.
Are you serious?
They're doing the same thing at this one. You can get QBO or QuickBooks or Advanced Certified there, but shoot, who wants to spend their entire time there doing certifications?
Right, exactly.
Yeah, pay for that too. It's like,
I've already got the dumb certifications anyway.
Brandon, you can take mine then for me.
Which one would you like me to take?
I want the desktop advanced certification.
I've done it. It sucks.
I know. I'm dreading it.
yeah.
I
It is
mean,
bad.
I've just heard so many bad things about it. I haven't even attempted it yet. So I mean, I probably.
Well, isn't that aren't they revising that in May?
And it's done.
Yeah, but they're hard.
But can it be?
Every year
like
it seems
yes or
like they're
no?
revising them now.
Who are these people who are making these tests?
I don't know. Joanne, you're sharp. You're good.
I don't know who does anything except online. If it's QBO, I blame Stacy.
No, it's not QBO. It's desktop is what I'm talking.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's God. Who uses?
Is that Michelle Long?
It might be. It might be.
Did you just say who uses desktop?
Only to razz Joanne.
Wow, what's wrong with desktop?
She's just trying to get a laugh out of you, and she got it out of me.
I can't make a lot of money off of it, but I can push QBO.
Again, that's funny.
I don't know. I was in a Facebook group earlier this week, and they were like, "Well, why would you pay for this when you can get it for free?" I was like, "Cause I'm lazy." So I get nothing because I'm lazy. And so it's the same thing with bookkeeping. I'm like, I use cloud because I'm lazy.
Well, no, you should never say that, Melissa. That is the wrong answer.
Yeah.
Not to my
Your
clients.
time is more valuable than what you're paying.
You say you're efficient.
Yeah, no, I definitely.
I like that word.
I'm more accurate on online, that's for sure.
The reason,
Right.
see, and I'm the opposite. When I'm getting better at it now, but I'm like this close to wanting to move my file back to desktop because I hate my QBO file with my bank the way it is right now. And the only way I can go back, I can probably use QBO is if I change banks.
Yeah, that is an issue.
And so it's not easier in the cloud. For me, it's easier on desktop. It's like a no-brainer. I can get that stuff done 10 minutes. I can have my whole month done. And I'm sitting here scratching my head. I mean, it's tough making the changes. I have issues right now, guys, and we don't have to get into it right now, but with like my T-sheets, trying to get my T-sheets going into the online thing and duplicating customers. And I have to get all that stuff sorted out now that I've been delaying because I'm afraid I'm just going to say, you know what, I'm just going to go back to desktop. I didn't have any problems with desktop.
Oh, no.
I did a blog post a couple days ago and compared QBO and QuickBooks Desktop. I actually make more money selling QuickBooks Online, but I like QuickBooks Desktop so much better, and I would rather consult on that any day than QBO.
Yep.
Right.
But I think, again, it completely depends on what you learn to begin with, right?
That helps a lot.
You know, like, because obviously I'm the youngin' here. So,
What do you mean? Melissa, what's that all about?
Kick her off.
I'm like, what? You know they're all in the century part.
Oh, Mamisha, kick her off too.
you know, like, I did stuff first, but I never learned it well.
End it here for this week.
Stop the recording.
Same time, same place.
Drop the mic.
Bye.
Bye.